Let's get you informed with latest Ministry News report on Ministry News. The Federal Executive Council has approved 169.7 billion naira for the reconstruction of 4 roads under the tax credit scheme. The Federal Minister of Works and Housing, Babatunde Rajifashola, who briefed State House correspondents about the development at the FEC meeting on Wednesday, said the approval was in response to the tax credit scheme initiated in 2019 by President Muhammadu Buhari after signing Executive Order 7 to allow the private sector to finance public infrastructure in lieu of tax and then to offset it over time using tax credits.
Private sector stepping into infrastructure as a result of important policy initiatives. One of those policy initiatives is the tax credit policy, which was signed as an executive order in 2019. Now we're in 2022, and what you will see now is that the appetite for private sector investment is increasing to fund infrastructure, even in the last year of government. I think a lesson to take away from that is the distance between policy and results. It always takes some time. But we're beginning to see results.
The federal government has disclosed plans to develop a technology-based renewable energy facility to boost the country's capacity to meet the needs of electricity consumers. The Minister of Power, Abubakar Aliyu, disclosed this in Abuja Wednesday while receiving a delegation from Dubai, United Arab Emirates, UAE, led by Sampro Group. The minister will note that the visit was in furtherance of an earlier discussion on renewable energy during his visit to Dubai investment earlier in the year, affirmed the commitment of the federal government to see that there was effective power supply of electricity for Nigerians. The Minister of Police Affairs, Mohammed Dingyadi, says the federal government is not resting on its promises towards tackling rising insecurity in the country. Speaking during a press briefing at the State House on the current state of policing and security in the country, as well as the ongoing innovation being executed in the police force, the minister said efforts are being utilized towards improving manpower requirements in Nigeria through recruitment of constables, information technology for biometric data capturing, and the establishment of the best West African police system for intelligence gathering in sub-Saharan Africa. The federal government recently announced that a comprehensive maintenance work will commence in federal highway bridges nationwide. The Minister of Works and Housing, Mr. Babatunde Rajifashola, will disclose this during a tour of the Akpogbon Bridge damaged by fire and other strategic bridges in Lagos. Said the bridges will be given a facelift. The minister will emphasize that the government will not condone illegal occupants under the bridges. Forthwith called for support and cooperation from all stakeholders to fix the deplorable bridges. The Minister of Communications and Digital Economy, Professor Issa Pantami, has reiterated the federal government's commitment to protecting Nigerians from the harmful use of data. The minister said this in Abuja on Thursday at the inauguration of the World Development Report 2021 in Abuja with the theme Leveraging Data to Foster Development. Where does Nigeria stand? Represented by the Director General, National Information Development Agency, Mr. Kashifu Abdullahi, Pantami said the government has the responsibility to protect citizens' data and how it was being used, which has led the government to come up with policies and regulations to safeguard its citizens from the use of digital platforms. As part of its efforts to revitalize the economy, the federal government, through the National Council on Privatization (NCP), Bureau of Public Enterprises (BPE), in conjunction with the Federal Ministry of Industry, Trade and Investment and the Nigeria Export Processing Zones Authority (NEPZA), has declared open the opportunity for the concession of the Calabar and Kano Free Trade Zones in Lagos in a bid to make them world-class standard, functional and globally competitive. The minister, while declaring open the roadshow of the concession of the trade zone, said the concession was encapsulated in the Economic Recovery and Growth Plan 2017 to 2022, which is to accelerate the implementation of the Nigeria Industrial Revolution Plan. The federal government Thursday launched the Nigeria Internal Security and Public Safety Alert System (N-Alerts) mobile app to combat crimes and criminality in the country. The inauguration of the app, which was conducted by the Minister of the Interior, Rauf Aregbesola, in Abuja, is to help citizens reach out to security agencies across the country for a swift intervention concerning crime, homicide, or other security-related incidents. And finally, on Ministry news, the Federal Ministry of Youth and Sports Development has finalized arrangements to hold the maiden edition of the Nigeria Under-18 Basketball Championships in the country in a bid to ensuring that more youths are involved in sports, especially in basketball. The competitive initiative is solely focused on youth at the grassroots level and will commence with zonal elimination amongst the 36 states of the Federation and FCT between the 27th of May and 30th, 2022. Winners and first runners-up emerging from the zones will proceed to Abuja for the finals coming up between the 3rd of June and the 8th of June, 2022.